Man, I cannot knock this thing. All right, we are live. So, we will be playing Traveler, our weekly game of how we can torture the four gentlemen below me. Let's start kind of where we left off. So where we left off, the Vega was floating, and they've decided to undertake a mission to find a research base to get some information about a alien mox that they've discovered. So I guess we'll pick it up around there. Portions of the Vega goes dark, and the emergency lights on the bridge dim as the ship activates the prototype FTL engine. The gas giants in front of the Vega disappear, and the bridge is filled with the red light of the red dwarf planet. Below the ship is a red and purple planet that the crew has seen numerous times, but this time there was something there that wasn't before. In high orbit around the planet, two ships engage in combat. The first ship is unlike anything else they have seen before. The ship is large, narrow, capital in size, with a jet black hull. Will and Jay, you recognize this as the alien ship that attacked you in whatever group hallucination or vision you all experienced. The bridge of the other ship looks somewhat similar to the Vega, except the rest of the ship is much larger and more well-armed than the Vega could ever be. In a few seconds, the Vega is an FTL. The Vega-like ship fires 2 railguns, launches a host of fighters, and multiple missiles at the other ship. It would seem like a blink of the eye, the 2 ships, the red planet, the red dwarf, were all replaced with a bright yellow star and a blue and green planet. The planet in front of you reminds you of pictures of Earth, or imagined pictures of Earth before the Industrial Revolution. From space, you can see these lush green forests and clear blue water. Tal Prime was surrounded by 2 moons on opposite ends of the planet. As you approach the planet, the Vega sensors pick up a host of satellites surrounding the planet, as well as a broadcast. By the order of the Imperium, this planet has been marked as an ecological preservation zone and research station. Any exploitation of this planet or non-scientific research is in violation of Imperial Decree 123744901.A, and we met with heavy fines and jail times. Currently, this planet is under strict authority of the Prototech Corporation. All scientific requests or a transponder recognized. Playing audio file. Or a vessel. This is Captain Thorne of the SRT. If you're here, that means our message was received by High Command and you're here to assist us. Prototech is attempting to take this planet. Retake this facility, so we have faked a self-destruction. From orbit, the station should appear destroyed. To preserve our cover, please start your warp engine, bring it to 90%, then cut all power in your ship. This will make it appear as if your ship has jumped away and let your ship fall into orbit unnoticed. Once in atmosphere, restart your engine and land on the landing platform with coordinates attached to this message. The atmosphere has a dampening field that will make it almost impossible to scan the ship, as long as the storm stays up. I have an SRT unit monitoring the landing pad every 12 hours. Thorn out. So we'll pick it up there. Excuse me.
Okay, I guess I'll start doing that.
Hey, buddy. Did you get the external cam image of what was going on while we were jumping around?
I doubt it, but I can check.
There's external cameras, right?
Yep.
We caught those pictures before, so if we got them, we should hold on to them.
All right, yeah, the ship would log those things.
I can check the systems. I can check the systems, see if I can find any of that. Well, not find it, but see if it grabbed anything interesting.
Okay, so
Do I
on
need
the
to do a roll for that.
yeah, you can do a roll for that. So on the bridge, would be Ed. Jay, are you on the bridge or are you in your quarters?
Bridge.
No, he's in Fred's quarters, or he's in his quarters because like Fred was just washing him.
Well, he could have moved. So I guess kind of tell me where you guys are, and we'll go from there.
I'm at the bridge, giving Fred high fives.
Okay. I know where Will is. Jamie and Buddy.
I'm
I'm in the engineering bay. So I'm assuming, how did Jay talk to me and tell me that? Was he, I guess, going over the comms?
The comms.
The comms.
So-
the only thing he's allowed to use.
So I need to make a roll I need a roll for
Silence.
insanity to make sure that I don't lose my mind from the high-pitched screaming that has just pierced my brain and melted part of it. And then, am I rolling for computers, or is there another thing you want me to roll for that?
What are you trying to do? You're trying to see if the ship log the information?
Yeah, I just want to.
Yeah, give me regular use computers. Regular use computers.
Use
We just-
computers.
Never mind.
1d10.
1d6.
modifier.
2d6 plus your modifier. Plus
2d6.
intelligence
It's
or
been so
education.
fucking long. Okay. I rolled a 6
With your modifiers?
with my modifiers.
Okay.
Actually, I rolled a nat 2.
Okay.
Wait, did I? No, I'm sorry. I rolled a 3. Never mind. One was a 2, one was a 3. I don't have dice, so I'm like trying to read this fucking interface, and it's like really weird.
Okay. We'll say you're going through it, trying to figure out where that log information is. Jamie, where are you?
I need
I'm
points
in
too,
the
don't I?
armory, trying to pick up whatever weapons I can and get everything battle ready.
I look
Okay.
at 8.
Stuff I usually do.
This is what we usually do. So on the bridge, was probably Jamie. No, it's Jay, Will, Fred, Ed, and I'll assume Christy's there. Fred pushes against off the wall and goes, "You have got to be fucking kidding me. Civilian, get up. We need to go to the armory now."
What's up, Fred?
Fred grabs. Hold on, I'm gonna actually roll this. Nat 12. Fred lifts you out of the chair and throws you towards the hatch out of the bridge. Let's go.
Sure thing, but where are we going, friend?
So as Fred starts walking out, Ed tries to stop him, puts his hand on his shoulder, and Fred just pushes him off and flies through the hatchway. Will, Jamie, and Buddy on your hand terminal, a connection request from Noah appears. Can we talk? There's something you might need to know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Where should we meet?
Basically, I think everyone's at the bridge, so let's all gather up over there.
Okay.
I'm not.
No, Jay's not.
Oh,
I
I
say,
said, all right, important people are on the bridge.
Fred, unhand me. I
Unhand
order
me.
you to unhand me.
No, Fred is just carrying you. You can attempt to resist, but he nat
I'm
12
not
did. So
resisting. I am ordering him to stop. It's not that he can't physically overpower me, because I'm sure he can.
You can
But
order
I'm
him all you want, but
Ordering
he doesn't
him
make
to stop.
you.
yeah, that doesn't seem to really be doing anything right now.
Okay.
So
Well, this is my thing now.
this is my thing now, and I'm going to do what I want with it. So on the bridge, Noah comes in and sits against one of the walls. There's something you guys should know about Captain Thorne and the rest of us. Have you
I
guys?
can't wait to hear this one.
Do you guys know who Thorne is?
No.
No.
Well, I might have heard of him, but I don't know.
Thorne is a gifted tactician and leader.
Sounds good.
He revolutionized the Ori Marines and brought the ideas of Black Ops teams and how they would work. He created the Strategic Recon, Special Recon, and Tactics Squad.
Sounds like he wants a participation trophy.
Yeah, he might want. High Command gave him 16 Marines and see what he could do with them. The four of us were part of the original 16 that spent 2 years training with him. During that time, Thorne and Fred grew close in almost a father and son type of way.
Okay.
Fred was top of our class at everything except for sharpshooting, which Logan beat him in. They decided to give Fred a different type of unit, a special one. Fred's unit was designed. Fred and the ones like him were designed to do one thing and one thing only: maximum force and intimidation factor for close quarter combat in stations or on ships. That was his specialty. For years, we worked as a team through numerous missions, which I'm pretty sure are still classified even above your guys' pay grade. At some point, High Command thought he did well enough that they should create a second platoon, in which Thorn's son was appointed. Half the platoon was sent back to HQ to start training, while the last 2 squads were deployed, one on the new platoon and one with the experienced. As us 4 were the most experienced, we were sent to Lieutenant Thorn's command on the capital ship, Dusk. The Dusk is a little smaller than the Nightbringer, or at least she was, but she carried almost as much firepower as the Nightbringer does now. Our first mission was a recon mission, something nice, easy to get everyone's feet wet, a nice shakedown run. It was on an oceanic planet that Prototech was operating on before it was overrun by the Mox. Our intel stated that Prototech found the original template for the Mox there, and our mission was recon and recon only. The idea was to get enough intel to pull in a full tactical unit, pull in both squads plus a regular Marine detachment. But once we were in warp, Lieutenant Thorn changed the mission. He wanted to prove to his father that his platoon and him were ready for real missions and not something as weak as an intel run. So he decided we were going to assault the Prototech facility. Fred, as the most experienced and high-ranking of our group, tried to talk him out of it, but Thorn and his command staff froze him out. This is something they wanted to do, and it didn't matter what a grunt said to him to try to stop him. Thorn deployed the entire platoon, plus the fighter squadron, to the research station on the ocean planet. I don't know if you guys remember, but it's the same planet we were just on a few weeks ago trying to get the armor for the Vega. The mission went to shit as soon as we landed. Within minutes, we lost half the transport ships and most of the fighter squadron that was to these flying Mox that we missed on the initial radar and LADAR sweeps. The ground team retreated into this outpost, which turned an even bigger mistake. We didn't make it past the first floor. We were ambushed and pinned, while Thorn's orders were to push forward to the elevator and head down to the bottom levels. Fred took command and ordered the units back to the transport ships to try to get out of there. By this time, there was only 10 of us left. 10 of the original 19. 5 went with Thorn, 5 went with Fred. We watched Thorn get ripped apart by Mox the size of a tank as we were launching. By the time we got back to the Dusk, she was venting atmosphere from both her port side and starboard side. Her defensive assets were offline. We docked with just enough time to jump back to RA HQ, where Captain Thorn was waiting for us. All of us were brought up on charges. Most of them dropped, except for Fred, who was demoted from Master Sergeant to Corporal, where he is now. We were all removed from our unit and told the best we would ever do was sit on guard duty on a shit station. That wasn't until you guys came and picked us up. I guess you could say that Fred took this the hardest, so this might be a problem for him when we get there.
But if it comes to that, we will take care of it. I trust Fred and I trust the rest of you in doing what the jobs that you have done so pleasantly with.
I think you guys needed to know that before we get close to this planet.
Thank you for giving us a heads up. We'll
Transparency
definitely
builds friendship or
yes,
trust.
those things. What he said.
Okay.
That was over the comms, right? I got.
No.
No, you didn't get any of that. So during this time, Fred has just pushed you against one of the lockers and is just arming up. Everything you could think of, like everything that you could think that's in the armory, he's just putting on him.
Let's straighten that out.
Say Fred,
Yeah.
you all right, man?
Yeah, I'll be alright. It's time to arm up, though, Civvy. You might want to put on something a little more than a suit this time.
I'm not very good with much other than a suit. Why do you think that?
Because we're going to go into the shit. If Thorn's down there, then this thing is not going to go well. Fred pulls up another 2 grenades and straps it to his chest. We are going in loaded for bear.
Okay, well, I will load for bear. But
Is that pistol you got coming anything besides Fairyland?
no, it doesn't. It's specifically a Fairland pistol. So all right. So what should we expect?
The worst of the worst there, Civvy. This is not going to be good. Thorn is
Alright.
not someone we want to run into, and the fact that he's here does not bode well for us.
Well, didn't he just give us instructions for like landing? And that seems like he's on our side.
Yeah, until one of us disagrees and he takes full operational authority. Remember, once we hit the ground, doesn't matter what rank the rest of these fellas on this boat are, he takes control.
Oh. Well,
I might have something to say about that.
And
I'm-
I got some bad news for you, Civvy. He's not a fan of
Uh-huh.
civilians.
well, that's not surprising from a military man. Every once in a while, I feel like you don't care for civilians. So,
Oh. I'm just following orders. I was told to make sure I'm ready to put a bullet in you in any minute, so can't grow too friendly with you.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal.
Who gave you that order?
I'm not at liberty to say that, but I've been told to be ready to put a bullet in you at any moment.
Was it someone on this ship?
It might have been someone on the ship.
Okay. Well, that aside,
Just put a little damper on your relationship.
it's, I hope it never comes to that. What precisely should I do to avoid such a grisly fate?
I would recommend keeping your mouth shut. For once, I recommend not trying to use the comms.
Well, I feel like this is an opportune moment to inform the rest of the crew of the orders currently placed on me.
All right, well, let me finish loading up here and we'll head back to the bridge.
All right. Well, now aside from that, though, I mean, if we got to talk to this Thorn guy, he can't order me around because I'm not military, so maybe I could reason with him.
Civvy, the last time I saw a civilian try to tell him what to do, he shot him in the face.
I would never presume to tell someone what to do. Just suggestions.
Well, I'm just letting you know that if you push him, he'll just claim that you were a collateral damage and move on.
Well, I mean, I appreciate the fair warning, and I'm sure we will have a excellent relationship
Excellent.
moving
Excellent.
forward.
Many words.
We'll fix what's broken here.
I have the best words.
I have all the words, the best of words. All right,
I have the best words.
so
So it seems
Fred
like
doesn't like me.
we're gonna be playing. We're gonna be not playing, but we're gonna be assaulting with some kind of a lunatic.
I'm gonna ask Fred to recommend me weapons and armor and shit.
all right,
Something
so
my style.
Well, quick question: can you use vac suits?
he can wear one of the combat armors.
Oh,
Just
then
choose
yeah.
a lunatic who's an asshat.
Yeah, he has vac suits. All right, so Fred's gonna put you in one of the combat armors so that you have some armor. The rest of the boys here can tell you what the armor is on it, since I think almost all of you guys wear them now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I
always
don't have the
wearing that.
stats for them.
I think it's 16.
No, it's 12 for the combat armor
It's
and
12.
16 for the battle dress.
So it's 12.
Yeah.
12. So I'm just gonna remove this and put 12 because.
Because I don't think
Is
you
it
guys have done a single
specifically
mission
laser,
without him
or is
lately.
Is it specifically laser or?
No, it's general. It's 12 damage
it's just
resistance.
It's like the second most amount of damage resistance you can get.
Yep.
Stream. Oh, never mind. It's back.
Now, silly question.
Yep.
I know we were on hiatus for a little while, and we've only played a couple of missions here and there. Now, my character sheet says that I last updated it on 6/9/17, which was a while ago.
That was 2 sessions back. Yeah.
Okay. So how many weeks has that been? Because I think this is currently like time left is in weeks, and so I currently have 5. So I need to know how long we've been.
I've just been taking each session as a week, essentially.
There's been no time lapsed between the session between
Session
that,
and the last session.
yeah, between the one that you're talking about, Jay. There's been no time lapse
Okay.
We're back to 5 then.
because it's been about a day since all this has happened.
Okay. I remain at 55. Okay.
55 weeks.
55.
So 5.
Okay. All right.
I kind of want to pull Jamie and Will to the side.
Okay.
I still have to fly, so you can come to my side. Once
You can
on
come to him.
this side of me.
Please do not yank
We
our
have
pilot
stealth
out.
technology, fusion drives, and the ability to see fucking blood space by going warp drive. I'm sure there's an auto fucking pilot on this thing.
That being said, he's supposed to do some pretty crazy maneuvers to get to the platform.
I mean,
Yes.
not anytime soon, right? Is it happening
Right now.
this exact?
No, it
Like-
doesn't have to happen right now. I'll get up out of the chair.
Can you just press the giant button that's
I just
blinking
don't wanna
red
get
and
up.
says autopilot?
He's just comfortable. It's a comfortable chair.
Yeah.
It's memory
Okay.
foam.
It has to be a comfortable chair.
I want us to go away from the bridge for a second, away from this guy that just. So is he on the comms telling
No.
us this, or
No,
did
it's a
he actually get
transmission.
into the? That's a transmission. Okay,
Yeah.
it's a transmission. Okay,
So this
I
planet
just-
has a beacon that's going off, giving that order, and because it picked up your transponder, it flipped over to a private message.
And the only people in the bridge right now are us 4. Are any of the Marines?
No, Noah left. After he talked to you guys, he left to start arming up in the armory.
Okay, so it's just us 4.
It's you 3 plus Christy.
So us 4. Okay.
Yep.
So then, Will, you don't have to. I thought for some reason
Oh,
like,
okay.
he was like on comms or something like that, and he could hear us, or that he was in the vicinity.
Poor
somehow.
Jay.
Okay.
But I
Tell you
don't know how
later.
I
Come down.
feel about this guy. We don't know anything about him. Would I know anything about this guy? Would I have heard anything about this guy?
Yeah, the two of us, because we had
Give me a
go and
social
meet
roll.
All the other captains.
I was in the Navy. Was he in the Navy?
He's a Marine. Give me a social roll. The 3 of you give
I
me a
mean-
social roll. Social standing roll.
I think I should know who he is because I had a problem with the Marines.
You sure you want me to social what? You want me to do archaeology?
No. Just I think this
man.
one of
So
the
it's just a social roll.
just one of your skills is social. Social standing, I think is what it is.
13.
13. Okay.
Not 12.
You guys
Fuck you.
are lying.
-1. It's. So I got an 11, but I not 12.
Okay.
Oh,
Sweet.
social is a stat.
Yeah, it's a stat.
Oh,
It's like our charisma.
You're with it now.
I got an 8.
Okay. So,
Hey.
I'm not a failure.
you would have heard of Thorn. He's the head of the Black Ops teams for the ORA. He's ruthless. He's effective. He's brought most of the information that they have about the Mox and Prototech. He's been part of the group that figured out where the Prometheus was and where it was docked. That was him. The
And
ones
his
that
son's dead.
and his son is dead. His son was
Yeah,
killed
forget
on the
that. Son
planet.
is dead for being like father.
Yes. He is. Though he's only
so
a
is-
captain in the Marines, he's considered the same respect level as Draper is, as the High Admiral. So he's pretty high up in the Marines, even though his rank is not that high.
So from what I remember and recall is that he's ruthless, and he's a Black Ops commander, and he's effective, which is all said and good, and well, except the ruthless part.
I mean, you have me, and I murder people on the daily.
Yeah, but those pirates.
Yeah, but they
Pirates.
shoot us usually for no
Yeah,
reason
they
other
usually
than that we're
shoot.
there.
It's usually in space defense, so I get it. It's okay.
We got it. You're from space.
um, I just feel like, and we trust him. Do I feel
I don't
like
trust him.
any concern about this plan of just let's go assault
All,
prototype?
all
Well, no,
four
no,
of my
no, no.
Marines are already on edge. I
So
typically have a problem with that.
the mission here is a rescue mission. They've
Yeah.
blown up the facility there to make it look like no one's there, because Prototech is trying to take back the facility.
So we're still it's still
It's a rescue
first
mission.
person facility.
We're going in for rescue. We're not doing assault.
Yeah, I'm
But-
not. I haven't agreed to do any of the shit he wants to do. It's none of my
Right.
goddamn concern.
Yeah.
So then, what is everyone's thought process on this?
According to my Marines, they're getting ready because shit's gonna go bad and things gonna go sideways as immediately as we hit the ground because they know.
They're biased.
Yeah, but Thorn
Quiet,
has
Jay.
a special bone to pick with.
No
Fred.
one can hear you. You can't hear them. So quiet.
Fred seems like
What
he
was
had
that?
business
What was
to
that
deal with
wind? One of the auxiliary pipes are going again.
You're gonna go
Must be
back
that
to
sewage
sewage
pipe again.
Better fix it.
Yeah. All
Alright,
those
well,
talk
Fred
shit.
walked out of here in a huff with Jay slung over his shoulder, which means that's not good. But I like how he's sticking to his job of keeping him in his
I was gonna
eyes.
say, I think that's
Commendable.
exactly what he was supposed to do. That's a normal thing that's supposed to happen.
It's commendable. 100% into it.
Okay, so then we don't. Okay, so we're on board
I-
that we don't trust this guy.
Not in the least.
Okay, so we're just gonna.
I just
do
saw
the
my
easy
battle
way
dress can throw
through.
him.
Are we just going? Well, first off, Captain, my captain, what
What are we
is-
doing?
Yeah, what do you want to do? Like, what do you think?
I don't know. From what we were told about his son, if his son's anything like his father, he's a fucking idiot.
Point.
We're here to rescue somebody. That's all I care about. I don't care about whatever the hell he's going through.
Midlife crisis.
Sounds like he's had it under control well before we even got here. If he needs help, he could, I don't know, send for somebody else, or we could get somebody else to go and take care of it.
You can call our support group.
So we'll just go have a little meetup. Maybe drink some tea or some shit.
And crumpets.
Get as much information from him as we can, and then go and do what we need to do and leave.
So
Hotline, by the way, is 1-800. Go fuck yourself.
the original
I support good
information
number.
from Draper was to find Dr. Talbot, who's supposed to be in the research facility on this planet.
Yep.
You survive him.
Jay, you muted yourself, you idiot.
No, it's perfect because he can't really talk.
Yeah, so
Is-
that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna figure out what happened to this place, but main priority is to get Dr. Talbot and go. If we can grab any information for Christy about this alien, about the
you-
Mox, then
Well, she's got Noah helping her on whatever cure she was working on last.
yeah. But if we can find anything, I guess maybe the doctor might know. He might have files.
When we grab the doctor, we'll grab whatever information he has.
Yeah, and that's about it.
As far as I've gotten on our mission is we rescue this guy, we get his knowledge and him out for here. The rest of them are, well, good luck. That's my stand on it. But it's up to the captain's orders after that.
Okay,
That's what we're gonna do.
Seems like a plan.
so how do you guys want to do this? Are you going to follow his instructions to get down to the planet? You can just fly the ship down there?
I'll follow his instructions. I don't want to piss him off yet.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try and go in as low key as possible.
All right, give me a piloting roll since you're going to try to maneuver this thing in on no engines, not just thrusters.
It's not flying, it's falling with
Style
style.
with style. All right, at this point, Jay would be
9.
back at the bridge. You had a 9? Okay.
Quick, what did we discuss? Throw it out the window.
Do I have a lot of cool stuff now?
You have none
You
of the cool
have
stuff.
your pistol and you have combat armor now.
I don't have like combat armor skill, or
You have vac suit. That's all you need.
I don't have vac suit.
Do you have it
Oh.
at 0?
No.
Oh,
You do because Becker gave it to everyone. Everyone has vac suit. You
Yeah.
can't be in space without a vac suit.
So I have vac
literally-
suit.
You have
Yeah,
vaccine
yeah.
zero.
You have it
Just
at
keep
0.
that armor on. Just keep it on.
All
You
right.
cannot
Vac
be in
suit
space
zero.
and have vac suit. Doesn't make any sense.
The
I'm really bad at wearing this. What?
Yeah.
the
Astronauts
Vega.
trained to wear it.
So where is everyone
I
going
think
as
the
we
other training's a little
we
more in depth
land
than
here?
that.
Before we land, I'm gonna pull Will aside and say, "Yo, Will."
Why is everyone grabbing Will out of the
Pull me
cockpit?
aside. I'm in the chair.
I'm not actually pulling him aside. I'm just gonna go up to Will. Actually, no. I'm gonna go to the comms.
Which
Okay.
is literally the seat next to the pilot.
Yep.
Okay.
And on a
Just
very
leaning over with a big
on a
stick.
very quiet private
Will,
channel,
Will.
I'm gonna say, "Yo, Will. By the way, Fred said that he's gonna kill me. Like on orders.
I don't understand that. It's
Like he
told
has
him to do
orders
that?
to kill me. I don't know. He has orders to kill me.
Tattletale tit. Your tongue will
just
be
just
slit.
outright kill you when he gets the chance.
I don't know what the condition is. He hasn't done it yet. But he's my friend. I don't know why he wants to do this.
Old
like-
Yella.
It seems like that's something you need to work out with him. I don't know what you want me to do about it.
I can remand the order?
I don't know who gave it to him. If it's someone higher than me, he has to listen to him. Like,
Yeah,
like even if I
but
tell him,
he
"Hey, don't do that," he'll still like, "Sure," and then still shoot you.
Well, you can order him not to do it, and then if he says no, then that means that it's higher up the chain than you, and if he says sure, then it's lower from the chain from you, which narrows down whoever wants me dead.
I don't know what the complaining is all about.
All right, you know what? I'll let the ship drift through the atmosphere. It should be able to land itself, and I'll go and do that right now. I'm gonna go find him.
You know, look, you don't have to save my life this second. I guess.
Just-
Okay.
Just
He's
for
not-
comedy, Fred is behind
Nope.
Jay.
I figured as much.
Fred's just standing behind Jay on the bridge.
Just rolling his eyes with this
Yeah.
shotgun.
Shock all bear, like just
I'm
ready
gonna
to go.
turn back to him and say, "Comms are great."
That's good.
So, I'll just look back at Fred and be like, "Fred, do not shoot him. All right,
Yes, sir, Captain.
don't shoot him
As long as we're on this ship, I will not shoot him.
anywhere. Don't shoot him anywhere on the ship, off the ship, in another dimension, in your own mind. Don't even shoot him."
The
Now,
person,
now.
the person that ordered me to do it on the ground has more authority than you do.
Well, then don't tell him I told you not to shoot him. So
I was
that way,
just told that if I was told the phrase "Old Yella," to shoot him in the back of the head.
You're not supposed to give out the word or the phrase that fucking.
wow, I hope you don't get captured anytime soon, Fred. You really suck at withholding information.
He's telling his superior the
Exactly.
I
information.
didn't ask him for the code word. I didn't even know there was one, and he just threw it up.
You're his superior. You kind of kept probing, and it would eventually came out. He decided to forego that and just said, "Here you go. I'm
You
a
just-
simple soldier."
You just love
Well,
Fred.
So
Like,
let's
oh
see.
my
You're a Fred lover,
Equal.
and I'm a Fred lover. But what's to kill me?
So I heard.
He doesn't
I
want to
heard-
kill you. He was just told that one day he might have to kill you.
Yes.
There's
Like,
a
it's not a
difference.
definite. If there's
And we're okay with this.
It came from you
Pretty
guys.
I'm pretty sure.
You're grouping me up with you, and I don't think that's fair.
So Fred, I heard from a little birdie that you have daddy issues with someone on the station that we're going to, or the planet. If you'd like, I could leave you there. I could order you to stay there till you work those issues out, and then you're more than welcome to let me know that you're ready to come back. If you don't agree to not shoot Jay ever, no matter what.
I would prefer you speak to my my commanding officer first.
Which is me.
Well, on the ship, yes. But once we get off the ship, the sergeant is my superior officer.
What a dynamic relationship.
I don't have to let any of you back on the ship. You realize this, right? I could leave you with your superior officer and your daddy on the station.
I am just telling you what I was told.
Good semantics. Okay.
If the chief of security or the XO tells me,
Get out of my bridge. Get out of my bridge. You know
I
Get out of my bridge.
can't leave your bridge.
Get out of the bridge. Go through the hatch. There's a hatch that leads to the
I
cargo bay.
cannot leave
No,
the bridge.
your room is in the cargo bay. Go there now. I order you to.
I cannot leave the bridge.
Order you to leave the bridge.
The chief of security's authorization on a security matter on the ship of a potential threat that could go rogue overrides your command on this. You have someone sitting in the chair next to you that could have caused a group hallucination that knocked out the command staff.
Am I
So
still in the bridge?
Yeah,
know
you're
she
all
did-
in the bridge.
You know she did it deliberately then. That's
No,
what you're saying.
I don't know.
You've
if
looked
it's-
into this because you're a fucking detective.
I don't know if
Say
it's
Fred.
you. I
You
don't know if
remember.
it's the guy in the comm. I don't know if it's the civilian.
Who's just first say who's the captain on the ship?
You are the captain.
So whatever I say, you have to do, correct? No matter what.
Fred, just pick up Jay and take him out with you.
No. Leave Jay here. Fred needs to leave.
Fred does not have to leave without his charge.
Jimmy, I'm ordering you to get Fred off of this bridge
That's
without
fine.
that
He's taking
charge.
Jay. He's taking
Without the charge. Jimmy, get off the bridge. Get off.
Fine.
Out of the seat. Out of the seat. Go.
Wasn't even in a seat.
Go. Get out. Get out of your seat. Go off the bridge.
Fine.
So
and while
I'm
he's
gonna-
leaving, Jay, get out of your seat and go into Jamie's seat.
I'm going to walk
Jay
up
doesn't know how to
the
use the
terminal.
hop.
That's
matter.
fine.
What is
I'm
Jamie?
He's getting off the bridge.
I'm gonna
Jamie
walk up
shoots
to
the
the terminal.
turrets.
I'll
gonna
go
walk
to
up-
the turrets and sit sort of uncomfortably in Jamie's chair.
I'm gonna walk up to a terminal and I'm gonna turn off the power to the ship and everything to life support except for the bridge.
Okay.
My
So
ass print better still be in there when I get back in.
So what?
I'm
You're
gonna
turning
get
off power
all
to everything
messed up.
on the ship except for life support in the bridge.
And wherever other people are in the room.
Okay. So the entire ship is
I'm
dark except for life
essentially,
support.
I'm essentially making us stranded and stuck into space right now.
Okay.
And no one can do anything about it.
Yeah. The ship has no power now. It's just floating.
So- Now that we have everyone's attention, I personally do not trust Jay. He is a blatant spy, and I don't think it's appropriate to be throwing around everyone's power like they are to put us all in jeopardy and compromise the mission. I think, Fred, you shouldn't kill people without a reason. What is the reason for you to kill Jay?
The order.
Well, yeah, I get the order, but like, what is the order? Why? I mean, I don't trust you, Jay. That's 100%.
Unfortunately, the only person who can explain that is me. It's gone.
The order came from the master sergeant. I was told that if he gives the
Well,
order,
Jimmy, you didn't leave yet because before you left the bridge, I shut down power to the whole entire ship. So you
Captain, I
couldn't
can't
leave
follow
because
through with your order.
So with that being said, let's kind of situate what's going on here. Like,
I don't trust Jay.
Okay, I get you.
simple.
I don't trust Jay either. But
And if
what
he
is the
puts
reason
it- if-
behind it?
And I don't trust Jay either.
Well,
Wait,
that's
what are you
good.
talking about?
I'm glad we're all on the same page. Why do we want to kill Jay?
If he compromises anybody on the ship, he needs to be put down. That's it.
Compromise in what way? What do you mean? Just like
Throws us under the bus, sells us out, tries to get us into a trap. You name it. If he,
Tries to save you.
we're not adding that. You'll have
I
a
don't.
no. It's, I mean, it's not going to happen unless I have a reason to,
Well, the captain doesn't want Jay dead, and I don't want.
and
Jay
that's
dead.
fine. He's not going to die unless
yeah,
he's
no,
throwing
I'm-
us under the bus
Well,
or ship for
I
uses of
feel like
vehicle.
a dead spy is a useless spy. If he does do
But he's not
something-
even a spy for us.
Well, he's a spy for himself. which is the spy for whoever has the resources that he wants or whatever he wants.
I'm in your employ.
I just feel like I agree with Will. We shouldn't kill him, and maybe if he does do something stupid, we just capture him and torture him or whatever Will wants to do.
Because
At that point.
that's better.
Well, information is absolutely better than no information.
You just can take his computer.
I don't think I can.
You can. Just totally just take his computer.
Well, he hasn't
Be able to
really
hack
made
his
to the
shit.
point that I should.
He's
take
not
his
good enough
computer.
to be able to hack it.
Yeah. All I'm saying is that we shouldn't be killing ourselves just yet.
And I will not
Maybe
be
you should
killing.
redact that command to kill him if he does anything shady, because Jay does a lot of shady stuff.
Yeah, and I haven't had a reason to kill him yet.
If I might interject,
You're not gonna help this. But please.
all of the shady stuff that I've been doing has been for us, for our team.
No, it has been for you.
What do you mean?
The entire reason you're doing this is to go what's... God damn it. I don't even know
Oh,
what you
to
got.
save Claire?
Yeah, it's the entire reason you're going. It's to save
Wow.
Claire. Well, I'm worried about everyone else on the ship. You're worried about yourself and Claire. That makes you a variable to all of our operations that I'm not willing to take a chance on.
That's not unfair.
Okay.
But-
So, Jamie,
There is a
will
but.
you? Will you?
It's gonna be a tough. There's definitely some conflict of interest going on, but for the most part, I would say nearly 100%, our interests are aligned. There's just
They're on parallel, yes.
which would be aligned.
Yes, I'm agreeing with you. Continue on.
All right, so look, I have no intention of stabbing you in the back. I joke
That's
about.
exactly what I expect a spy to say.
This is getting fucking nowhere.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Not
no,
scripted.
no, it's fine.
So,
The order is off for now.
But
okay.
If I get a
Here's the
reason
thing.
to,
here's the
if I
thing.
get a reason to, no.
Don't forget,
I will talk to
I
Will.
remember you
Yes.
from Earth.
I agree with that.
Like we're thicker than space. Like
Space
our
is-
friendship predates space.
It's a vacuum. It's
Yeah.
not thick at all.
Well, not like.
Well,
Big
how's the
Bang
piloting
time
coming
scale.
along?
No, there is no piloting.
There's
The
no
ship is
piloting.
offline
no
right now.
piloting.
Yeah, the falling
Like-
to
No.
the style.
No,
Oh,
they
that's-
stopped everything. We were dead stopped right now.
My loyalties lay with you and Claire, and I would hope that your loyalties lay with me and Claire,
You're such
even
a
if
shitty
she is
spy.
a space monster.
You're such a shitty spy. So, on top of that, Jamie, what you said before is perfect. I want you and Will to be on the same page. He's the captain on all this stuff. I know when we're on the ground, you take priority and like that. But when it comes to killing your own teammates, regardless of it being a proxy or temporary teammate or an idiot spy who thinks he's a teammate and doesn't even know, let's just try to hold off on the killing each other.
God.
So,
Also, I really want to be friends with Fred because I feel like we've gotten really close.
Fred tolerates you, at best.
I'm gonna
Just know that. Just know
Yeah.
that.
I'm gonna gain access. I'm gonna turn the power to the ship back on.
Okay. The power
Now
of the
make
ship
it off
is
your
on.
bridge.
So the Marines have left the bridge.
So who are the only people on the bridge right now?
Just be
How
you
do I
three.
shoot these guns?
Plus four. Plus Christy. Yeah, there's Jay. How do I use the guns?
Will, sorry about that. I just needed to stop whatever schism was about to happen. I didn't want a coup or any kind of like problems with people, so I had to. I felt like
Yeah,
as
no,
the XL
yeah,
needed
it's
to-
understandable. People to listen, so I get it.
So with that being said, don't do anything stupid. Because I could space you from any fucking point on the ship. So there's that.
I got
You don't have to
vaccine.
worry about. You don't have to worry about. you know what? You can have fun floating off into space in that vaccine all you want.
All 6 hours of it.
So with that, I'm gonna go keep running those lines for the point defense cannons to make sure that they're actually operational. I'm gonna run some tests. If you guys need anything, let me know.
What does the blue button do?
Don't touch anything, Jay.
Yeah, this is just dangerous. All right, so the ship easily makes it into atmosphere. Once you're in, the ship's sensors picks up a bunch of ion storms in the upper atmosphere. It's basically, as you're passing through, there's just lightning passing above you, but just staying in the sky, never touching the ground. The ship comes through. Underneath is a clear sky. You start heading toward the coordinates, and you see a landing platform in a small clearing of the northern hemisphere of the forest. Most of the trees in the immediate area are scorched or gone, and in the middle there's remains of a settlement that can be seen on approach. The settlement has 4 large buildings and 1 small building, which from the angle that you're coming at looks like maybe the size of a 1-story house. The only thing that is standing still, that is more than just a outlined frame, is the small house. The platform where the Vega lands is scorched and has some damage from explosions, but holds the weight of the Vega without a problem.
Okay.
So
the platform is a 1-story building that
no,
can
right. So there's a landing platform for ships. There's 3 destroyed, like almost looks kind of like warehouses or large buildings, and then 1 small building that seems to be intact. Break. Recon 1 to command team. Head out. Will relay intel soon. The outer airlock on the Vega shows that it's cycling open as Logan cuts off the comms.
Okay.
So, I'm
I'm
guessing.
gonna ask Will if I can go back to comms.
Sure.
Oh boy.
Back to comms.
Just don't start communicating with anybody.
I was gonna chat with Fred.
No.
Fred's not on the bridge.
Yeah, Fred's
He
off the
can't-
bridge.
So
So,
I have comms.
Pierce, who is now conscious, walks up to the command deck onto the bridge with Quo, which hasn't been around for a while, who's been studying to be able to pilot the ship as a backup pilot. For the most part, Quo has been operating in the backup bridge, which is just outside the engineering bay. Unlike the normal bridge, the backup bridge is just a small room with a chair to pilot the ship in case the bridge is ever hit or destroyed.
We have a backup bridge. That's awesome.
It is just a small room with a chair to pilot the ship in case the bridge is destroyed. That's it.
Still awesome.
Yeah, we have a backup bridge just in case. Captain, Quo here. I just finished my certification that has allowed me to fly a ship like this. I recommend that we put the ship back into high orbit, maybe hide out one of the moons. I don't think it's a good idea to sit here. It looks like we're a sitting target in case Prototype comes back. I can fly the ship if you need me to.
Well, the reason for being here was so that we could hide away from them, right? That's what they
Well-
said, at least.
If the storm stays up, yes, but if the storm dissipates, you're basically sitting in a wide open field on a platform. And if they decide to come in the atmosphere, you're not hard to see.
This is a hot drop off.
Get out, Jay.
Then keep track of the storm. If it looks like it's going to go away, then move the ship.
Yes, sir. Some of the data that you're getting on the ship seems that the storms last for anywhere from 6 to 12 hours, then dissipate. Where you are would stay in comm range of the Vega for about another 3 hours, and then be out of comm range for 12 hours, based on where the moon's going to cycle around the planet. So, who is going on the ground team? I'm assuming Christie's going to stay on the ship. So, who's our ground team?
I mean,
Well, I don't know if we want to bring Fred if that's going to immediately spark something with Thorn.
I want to make a roll to see if I've finished doing.
Oh, yeah, you're
some
done.
Diagnostics and.
You finished.
Okay, so I am done. Okay, so then, if I'm finished with the PDF cannons, then I'll go.
Okay. So
Go for a little walk. Get a
Logan has
little
already
pet
left
out.
and is on a recon mission. So he's trying to get recon of the area around us. So we know Buddy's going.
I'll go.
Jay is going.
I have to go keep these two idiots alive.
Jamie is going.
Hey, I did pretty
Will?
good last time.
You did.
Who's got the ship covered?
Yeah, I'll stay with the ship.
Okay.
He can be our like extraction. Go go go
I
go.
mean-
guy.
Quo could do that.
Quo could do that.
I mean, in 3 weeks, so could I, but
I'm gonna say, oh, well,
Yeah, but you're the guy that goes in and shoots things.
not,
yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Oh no.
All right.
I mean,
so Will's staying.
I'm
What about
gonna-
the only problem you're going to have is the highest rank. The only one that could actually challenge Thorn command wise would be Will. The rest
Yeah.
of you are all underneath him, on just a pure command. What are we doing with the Marines? Are they all coming? Or are they staying?
I feel like
Well,
no. Fred's not gonna let me not take him.
what's
Always staying with Chrissy to keep helping with whatever she was working on.
what's can we do like a mission brief? Like, we're here to catch intel on
You're
some Mox
We're
experiment.
just
Dr.
extraction.
Talbot.
you're doing
Oh,
extraction
we're
for
extracting.
Dr. Talbot, who is the research lead for this research area that you're in right now. You're trying to extract him.
Jay, you want some whiskey?
Yeah. Okay.
His last known coordinates were somewhere in the underground research facility that was supposed to be around here. Now, his transmission, where he was supposed to be and where Thorn was transmitting from and sent you coordinates to, is the same area.
Hmm.
We already have Logan out scouting that.
Yep.
So
I wish
Fred,
he'd come.
Fred and Ed are coming with us.
Okay.
You just told him not to go though.
No, I think I don't know if he's the only one who's got the rank, the official rank. Like, I can try and chat with him, but apparently I'm gonna get a bullet, and not even from Fred. So
I think
optimal
you catch it up.
negotiations might be through Will.
it's up to Will. I mean, he's
Yeah.
the captain.
If Will is going to come with us, I'm going to have Ed
What?
stay back and be in the battle dress protecting the ship.
Well, don't forget the battle dress are gone. We lost all of them.
Oh, we lost all of them?
Yeah.
Shit. Well, gotta take that off my list.
There goes that.
Yeah, like, fuck.
So, Will's staying, right? Or are you coming, Will?
I'll stay. If you need me, call me.
Okay. So Ed is coming.
Tell me.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just pull up my notes here. As you guys exit the ship, you're overwhelmed by the fresh smell of the air. It feels like it reminds you of being back on Earth, taking a trek through a forest or anywhere where it's such a vast contrast to the recycled air of a ship, the smell of fresh air, the smell of pine needles. As you guys start making your way into the middle of the little settlement, you see that the house that you thought was actually an entrance into a tunnel system. The front of it has two blast doors, one of them open, with dim red lights leading their way down into a deeper structure.
Good. That's exactly what I wanted.
I will not be taking point.
Fred cocks his shotgun. I'll take bullet, boss, and starts making his way towards the tunnel.
Smells like gas in here.
All right, I'm gonna bring up the rear because I have probably the better shot out of the three of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
so,
I'm gonna walk rearless.
Behind Fred.
so Fred, so you
Jay,
want to, Jay,
Fred, Jay, Buddy, then me.
what do you want to do with Ed, or do you leave Ed?
Ed's gonna be helping protect Will and the ship.
Okay.
We already got Logan out in the field scouting for us around here,
Yep.
so he's gonna probably see us.
So as you guys start walking into the tunnel, you hear the radio come on. Recon 1 to ground team. I can't see you guys when you go deep in that tunnel, but I'm set up on a tree about 50 yards out. I got a good view if anything comes towards you. At least I can cover your back from here.
Got it. Keep us posted if anything starts heading our way.
Roger that. Deploying drones now.
Got it.
As you walk down the tunnel, the damp, humid air kind of hits you as you go down a few layers. At the end of this long corridor, you see two doors. One looks like a garage warehouse door, and the other one reminds you of an old Navy hatch left ajar. From what you could see on the inside is a large hallway that opens up into an even larger room.
The hallway leads up into a larger room. So it's I look at Fred and I point up the flashlights on the barrels of our guns to flick them on.
All right. So the flashlights flick on. The inside the hallway, there's still just the dim red lights. As you make your way through the hallway into the larger room, you notice that before you could hear the sound of your footprint, your feet, except now it's completely silent. While the walls and the floor here are all made of a metal composite, it seems that great care was taken to make sure that the floor didn't leave a clicking or clanking sound as you walked. In fact, it's almost silent as you make your way through. Inside the main room is a large processing center with counters and rope lines for people to be queued in. Above the counter, in big black font, says, "Welcome to New Eden." On either side behind the counter, there are two doors. The room is basically empty.
Is there like a perception in this game system?
I think there's
There
investigate. I'm trying to see what else we have.
Investigate.
Yeah, but investigate, it's more like you know what you're looking at and you're just...
I'm trying to
There-
pull something up.
Perception is on the main. I swear it was here. Hang on. On the front of your character sheet.
Sorry, it's been a while.
Doesn't look like it.
I don't think there's perception. I'm just gonna pull up someone's character sheet real quick.
I can use investigate, but the idea is that,
You're trying to just see what's around you, not
Yeah,
like
I wanna
study
kind of-
something.
yeah, get my
Alright,
bearings
so,
and kind of see what is...
I've
Like
got
survival.
investigate.
Like survival?
Yeah, I guess
think it's
survival.
about-
I was thinking survival would be close.
I'll make an investigate check.
Well, you know what?
This
Just
is
tell me
weird.
what you're looking for. So, what are you guys really looking to know? You're trying to figure out what's around here.
I want to see if there's any kind of like resistance. Like, was there a struggle? Is anything knocked over?
Firefight broke
Okay.
out.
Um,
Things got bullet holes, like explosions, things that might have went terrible.
Yeah.
Some of the ropes are kind of knocked over. There are papers on the counter that are kind of frayed, are just kind of like scattered all over the place. It looks like whatever was done here was done in a hurry to either process people through or abandon the area. But you don't see any like bullet holes or dead bodies or blood, gore, etc. It kind of looks like the DMV, like rope line, except there's just stuff everywhere. Like things were just dropped.
Just everyone ran in a panic as opposed to
Just
Or
everything's
quickly
Yeah.
shuffled out of the room.
shovel.
Shuffled. I mean, nothing like. There's only a couple of the ropes that are kind of knocked down. Most of them are still
Yeah.
standing.
Okay.
Well, clearly,
I want to poke the quiet floor stuff to see why it's quiet.
It looks like a type of composite metal. When you step on it, it kind of bends in a little bit to absorb the sound, and when you come up, it just gently comes back up. So more of like a metal, rubbery composite.
I don't like this floor. It doesn't allow us to know if we're getting snuck up on.
I like it.
And with that, the 2 doors open, and 8 Marines rush out. Drop the guns now. Identify yourself.
I say, well,
You just shut up. Stand down. Sergeant Major James from the ORA.
So as you say that, another man comes out. This is Captain Thorn of the ORA SRT unit. Are you guys from the Vega?
Really don't think we could say no to that because we landed on their shit.
Yeah.
Yes, we are from the Vega.
We are with the Vega.
I am the XO of the
I know
Vega.
exactly who all of you are. I've done my research about you. And
So then why I
and
asked
your
the
crew.
question?
I just want to make sure. I can't believe you're slumming around with these idiots. You have that big dumbass behind you. I can't
Jay?
believe you.
Yeah, I know.
No. Fred over there.
Do
Anyone
not
that's
talk
looking
down
at
to my
Fred-
Marine.
Fred, it looks like he's restraining so much rage right now that he looks like he's about to, like, jump forward.
I give a Fred look and I just like, it's not time yet. Don't.
I put my hand on his shoulder.
He kind of just shrugs you
Just
off.
Just like a consoling.
You guys are here to pick up us and Dr. Talbot, correct?
We are here for the extract.
I'm not talking to you, civilian.
But he did answer your question.
As our colleague / civilian said, yes, we are here for the extract.
Do you guys have any military experience? I don't see any sirs at the end of your sentences. I didn't see a salute. I see you being very disrespectful.
And I'm on orders from higher up than you to extract this specific person. I'm sorry if it doesn't fall in line with your chain of order. And normally I would be 100% sir, you got it, sir. But this command comes from above you.
Well,
There is
yeah,
no above me.
and plus you're
There's
on.
always-
I'm not in the same. I'm not in the same. We're kind of freelance now, so sure we're military, but the only reason why we're part of the military again is because you guys need us.
Need you. We don't need you. We need your ship. We've been
Yeah,
every
well,
space
sure,
the
yeah.
4 of you and took your ship.
Apparently, your ship. That's exactly what you need.
Do you
And
have to run
we're
the
the exactly. This man here is the one who's been putting it back together after we fuck it up.
I'm trying to be an asshole, sir, but I mean, we're kind of pressed for time, and we don't have the time for formalities when we have Mox literally just barking at every single door that we have.
And
So
the ones
we're
we
here
haven't
for
even
the
broken in
extract.
yet.
So we're here for the extract. I would like it if you could help us with this extract, sir, so that we can get this over and done with, sir, and be on our way to our next mission to hopefully protect the galaxy from this Mox invasion. This scientist is going to have crucial information that we could potentially use to potentially stop this invasion, sir.
So as this is all going on, the 8 Marines still have their rifles trained on you. As you
This is
finish, Fred
unnecessary.
cocks his shotgun, stands in front of Buddy, and says, "Cut the shit, Thorn. We know this is really about. Tell your men to stand down and let's be done with this." I'm not telling my men to put down anything. You guys are a bunch of loose cannons, bunch of cowboys. It'd be better if I had my men shoot the rest of you. Go back to the ship, kill the captain, and take it. You
That'd
are
be
not-
really hard for you to try to do.
I mean, you could try to do that, but good luck.
Fred,
I would. In fact, you can go and try to just drive the ship right now if you want to. You're not gonna get anywhere.
Fred lifts the shotgun and puts it straight against Thorn's chest.
I think this is not de-escalating this.
I'm gonna say-
situation.
I'm gonna go ahead and sort of pause Fred and sort of get in between the action that's going on here.
Fred, as much as I want you to shoot him, stand down. Don't shoot the civilian.
And
I feel like there's a Congo
and
line
boom!
firing.
Boom! Break. Recon 1 to the ground team. 5 tangos inbound to your position. Confirmed hit on 1 has peeled off and inbound to my position. Going radio silent until tangos are done. Logan's voice cuts off, and the sound of a grappling hook can be heard in the background.
What a grappling hook.
I just cue my mic twice as an acknowledgement, and then look at Buddy and be like, well, it seems like the fun's about to start. Hope
going
you're
on?
ready. We're,
I'm gonna begin attempting to use broker.
Will,
Hmm.
as this is going on, the Vega has picked up a ship that's jumped in from warp. It is identified as the Prometheus. It is heading groundside. Sensors does not appear like it's seen you yet, but is heading towards the planet now.
So, Tangos, is that code for?
Can I
Targets.
contact Logan and tell him he needs to get back
Bad
right away?
guys.
I
There's no response on Logan's channel. What Logan said has gone to everyone. Everyone
Yeah,
that's
we all-
everyone has
we
a
all
comm
heard.
has heard what Logan said.
Including
why-
Thorn, or
I know Tango means target. We should have code names
Like
for
our
like
guys.
Mox and Prototech.
so can I?
Tango usually means human entity.
Okay. All right, that's fine. That's all I wanted to know. So
And-
it's human, not so concerning, but still concerning enough to you.
Still concerning because there's more things we have to deal
So,
with.
So can I broker now?
From what
Who are
you
you
guys
brokering
know,
with?
it took you guys 10 minutes to get from the top of the tunnel to where you are right now.
No, brokering's not happening.
So, what I'm going to do is the best estimate that Jamie could probably come up with the amount of time, with the distance, and then the sound of the speed, is I'm going to put a timer on for 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, something's going to happen. So you guys have 5 minutes to decide what you're going to do.
So I think we should get to the scientist as soon as possible, and we
Yeah.
gotta evac her. We have to. Like that's crucial information, or we might die in the process. But it's
Yeah, Thorn, we need to extract the scientist. We need to get out of here. All right, we already have people incoming, so either you're going to help us, or we're gonna waste you, and we're gonna take the doctor anyway. Your choice. I'm giving you this option.
9
Gonna
of
be the
us
hero?
versus 4
Yeah.
of you.
You'd be surprised at what Fred can do. Okay, pretty sure you
I
know what Fred
trained
can do.
Fred. I know what Fred can do.
Exactly. So
Really
you
gotta
know
think
he's
of
not
that.
gonna.
The student has not surpassed the master on that. Talbot's on the deep research level. He's about 15 levels down right now. What is going on?
Captain Thorn, apologies. We have some information
5
coming
minutes.
over the comms that something is coming our way. All I know is Tango's sounds like some military speak that I don't really know what's going on. Something's up. But mission that we came here for, sir, is the same mission that you're on, is to get, or to the best of my knowledge, is to get, Talbot out of here. You tell me if there's something else that needs to get done too, and we can work on it. But priority 1 is extract. So, how can we do this best?
I'm sorry, was someone talking?
So
yeah, the
here,
voice of reason.
here are
but-
your options. Get out alive with us as an extraction, or make us force our way through and go get Talbot ourselves. But either way, your choice is right now going to decide either if you continue breathing at this very moment, or if not.
All these threats are flying around, and I feel like it's not helpful.
Sir,
Sir.
that was respectful.
That was respectful. I think what I could do is have my men pull back, seal the doors, seal off this level from the rest of the facility, and wait out whatever's coming in.
I don't think you can.
That's a
sir.
that's a start. That's a start. So we'll go start the extract. You seal it off.
No, I don't
And,
think you understand. I'm not letting a high-value target, high-value intel officer out of my sight, especially
you're
with a
willing,
civilian.
you're willing to risk your men.
I'm not
lives?
I'm not giving anyone to a civilian that worked as an executive for Prototech, who's now sitting on a ship that is Prototech's.
Sir, you're not handing it to the civilian. You're handing it to us. He's just along for the ride.
Who has a
They're on orders
civilian
to kill me.
that was an executive for Prototech on your ship?
The rest of my crew likes to point out information. Things that keep people alive, like you, currently, sir. We have less than 2 minutes. Your decision has to be now.
The
If
lights
it would make
go
you
out.
feel better, I can stay here.
The dim red lights that were in the room have now gone out.
I'm gonna get down to the floor as soon as possible. Like kind of like
Just drop.
Drop? Okay.
I'm gonna wield. I'm gonna have my Gauss rifle out. I'm gonna drop to the floor.
Okay. What is everyone else doing? Because we're going to roll initiative in a second.
I'm going to ask which direction to the scientist so I can chat with him.
The scientist is down 15 levels.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. We got to get down there. Where's the elevator?
Behind
So
that.
between
If
to
the
get to the
lights are
elevator,
out, do you think the elevators fucking work?
you have to get through 8 Marines to get to the
8
elevator.
Marines, plus whatever's going to come in from behind us.
Well, walk up to the first one and shake his hand.
Jamie, what are you doing? The only cover in this room would either be the doorway that you came through or behind one of the counters.
I'm going to have to duck behind one of the counters. But I want to keep an eye on basically where the Marines go.
All right.
So, bro, again,
Nope,
maybe
stop.
You tell
Stop.
me investigate check or
Stop. Stop.
Uh-huh.
Will,
5 minutes.
yeah, your time's up. Will, Prototech has the Prometheus is on its way to the planet. You've heard the distress beacon go out. You heard that Logan has gone dark. So what do you want to do with the Vega?
So is the storm? Is there a way to hide? Like, is the storm dangerous to the ship, or is
Yes.
it just like it is? Okay.
It's
So
basically
It's like an EMP.
it's like a lightning storm. Yeah, it's a lightning storm above the atmosphere. The lightning is going horizontally instead of vertically.
That's significantly more chance of you getting hit.
If you plan on hiding in it, you can easily traverse your way through it. If you plan on hiding in it, it would take a lot of skill, and there's a chance the ship could get hit and would cause an EMP.
Well, would I have to hide within it, or can I hide underneath it, or just near it to
If-
disrupt any sort of sensors that would be putting out? Because if it's some sort of atmospheric storm like that, wouldn't it? And like we're hiding underneath it, like it's acting like a blanket right now. So
The only you could hide underneath it. It's only if they come into the atmosphere, you'd have a problem. The Prometheus is big enough to carry 3 or 4 ships, probably the size of the Vega, to be deployed.
and there's nowhere else to hide the ship, or should I just?
Now, there's the places to hide off the planet because this does have 2 moons rotating around it, so you could easily hide on one of those moons.
And they're coming here. They're coming to where we are right now, or just into the atmosphere.
Yeah, from what you could tell, the sensors show that they're coming very close to the surface of the planet, very close to the atmosphere
I
of the
have
planet.
to leave. I've got to go hide. So I got to take the ship to one of the moons.
Okay. Can you give me a piloting check?
Mm-hmm.
And everyone else, roll me initiative.
I got a nat 12.
Nat 12. Okay, so you easily. So where do you want to put it? You want to put it on one of the moons and just park it there?
Yeah, and have like, am I able to activate the stealth
Yes.
field and whatnot? Okay.
So there is 2 moons, one on the far side of where the ground team is, and one that's close to it.
Rolled a 7.
7.
Let's go close.
Okay.
I won't get
You
too
will
far
be
away.
in comms range of them for another hour before that moon moves out of satellite range, and you lose communication with them.
Okay.
Jamie, initiative
10.
10. Jay,
8 minus 1, which is a 7. So I think Buddy 7 beats my 7.
Buddy,
don't
Buddy
have-
7 wins.
Because I don't have a minus.
Okay.
Get you fancy.
Wait, you have a minus dexterity?
Does
Of course I do.
does
How do you
anyone have
walk?
a flashlight?
Awkwardly.
Me and Fred have ours.
I
Okay.
do not.
So Buddy is laying on the
Oh,
floor, aiming at the entryway in. Jamie and Fred are behind cover. Jay, where'd you end up? You were trying to talk to one of the Marines, right?
No, I'm still talking to Thorn, and actually, well, it's not my turn yet, so I'm still chatting with Thorn, standing in front of Thorn.
Okay. Hey, buddy.
Hmm.
I need you to give me a. You need to give me a either. I'm trying to figure out what I would use for this. Give me a regular, give me a regular DC check. No
Armor?
modifiers.
It's just off of armor, right? Armor.
No,
and,
just 2d6.
Not just 2d6.
Yep.
No modifiers.
No modifiers.
5.
5. Okay. Jamie, give me the same thing. And Jay, you're talking, so you wouldn't look. Yeah, it's a fail.
9.
Okay. Jamie, as you're the one going first, you see something move through the top of the doorway onto the ceiling. And it's
Go ahead.
fast.
Fantastic.
I just
And-
yell, we have incoming as I take a shot at it.
All right, give me a roll.
13.
13. Okay. The
I don't like this situation.
Oh.
gun lights off, and the muzzle flash brightens the room. When it brightens, you could see 3 creatures. Jay, they look exactly like what killed Becker in your hallucination on the ceiling.
Lovely.
And you miss.
Fuck.
I stand up now, huh?
So then the
I
next
missed on
turn,
13? Damn.
behind you, you just hear the wet sound of something being ripped apart as one of the Marines starts screaming. Buddy, it's your turn. So, from what you saw from Jamie, there are 3 monsters on top of you. These monsters look almost humanoid, with long, slender bodies. They're moving on their bellies. On their back, it looks
I'm
like
on my belly
2
too.
arms, except they're blade-like, but they have the joints as if they were arms, almost like from the elbow down to the fingers are just blades, tucked behind them, and their arms and legs moving across the ceiling, and it almost seems like there's something on its stomach helping it stay on the ceiling.
Fantastic. Can I stand up and take a shot?
Yeah, that you're standing up would be a minor action, I think.
Okay. So I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna take a shot. But I mean,
Okay.
I don't know how well I'm gonna do against Jamie. Jamie got a 13 in.
The
fucking
Jamie didn't pass because you couldn't see them. You had no idea where they
Oh.
were, so he had a very
I didn't-
formidable check.
Yeah.
He just saw something and fired.
I'm just gonna.
I figured I had a flashlight. I would have been able to see one.
That's why it was difficult instead of formidable.
Alright, that's true.
So I rolled a 9 plus my gun combat skill, which is 1. So that is a 10.
Okay, give me damage.
Oh, righteous.
You can thank Jamie for that.
Jamie,
Welcome.
thanks for randomly shooting. stuff.
Muzzle flare.
Yep.
Hey, muzzle flash will protect a lot of things. Bullets, fire.
46. Okay, so I gotta. So here's 2. That's 5. That's another 5. So 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay, hold on. Okay. You shoot one. So when Buddy fires again, the flash of his Gauss
Shoots
rifle
forward.
shoots up light, and you could see the 3 of them. One of them gets hit. You can hear the sound of the small dart rip through its skin. But that's it. Jay, you're up.
Cool. first, I'm going to use comms. I am going to establish a link with Will.
Okay, give me a comms check.
And reveal him to everyone.
Yeah, and reveal it to everyone.
Hey, Will? Yeah. Maybe.
No, you already said you're doing it, so do it.
I didn't do a very good job.
As per usual.
I got a
when you're on
6.
comms.
Okay. You try to send out a comm blast. Basically, so say whatever you want to say.
I'm not trying to set out a combat.
You're just trying to link to him?
I'm trying to link so that he can have a conversation with Thorn, and I was going to set it so that his audio broadcasts through Jamie's earpiece loud enough for Thorn to hear it.
Thanks. Make me deaf in the process.
Yes.
Okay. Jamie, I need you to give me a endurance check.
To see if you blow out your brain.
Yeah, because I think Jay just blew your eardrum out.
Good.
No, there should be an external facing.
Nine.
A 9?
There should be some sort of external facing speaker that's not going to blow his brain out.
No.
No.
Not on his
No,
suit.
I have a combat piece in my ear. Like,
Jamie, for the next 2 turns, take a -2 on your attack roll because your head is pounding right now. So Jay
Good.
just sent a big blast of static through your ears, which is a high-pierced beep, and then just static. So your one ear is basically deaf right now.
It's supposed to be so Will can talk to Thorn.
You failed.
Jay, you're retarded. That's not how fucking... Have you ever seen a military headset before?
Do I know it failed?
You hear
Oh,
Jamie
do I
let
have-
out a yell.
Do I have move action available left?
You have a move action left.
All right. I'm going to offer Thorn my earpiece so that he can speak to Will. I'm just going to say, Captain Hatred's on the line for you.
JD?
Okay. So
Dang,
the
you tell me
Marines-
not to kill him.
the
You tell me
Marines
not to kill him.
first. So
So-
Jay hands out his headset. The Marines go before Thorn. The Marines just start wild firing around where the one Marine was ripped apart. Fred uses his free hand to pull out something from his vest, drops it, and the room lights red as he drops a flare on the ground. So, from what you guys can see now, there are 3 creatures on the ceiling, 1 in the back of the left side of the Marines. Thorn jumps back behind the counter. It's back to where Jamie and Fred are, not taking the comm from Jay. The Marines on the free side, on the right side, pull back and seal the door behind them.
After what he did to his teammate, I wouldn't take anything from Jay. He just fucking blew out his eardrum.
I was
All
trying.
knows-
That's not how it's supposed to work.
That's exactly how a fucking earpiece works, Jay.
And I guess Buddy. So Buddy, you're standing now, right?
Yeah.
So Buddy and Jamie, can you guys give me just 2d6?
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
boy.
Don't I have?
3 and a 5.
9 again.
9. Jamie, at the corner of your eye, you see something slip through the back, the one door that's still open in the back.
Fuck. Our high value target might be being compromised at this very moment.
Jamie, it is your turn.
Is
There
that what
is
you say,
one
Jamie?
to the right of you, and there's 3 in front of you. 3 of them are basically on top of Buddy that they could just jump down on him.
I wouldn't do that though. I got my Cutlass Supreme.
I'm just giving the opportunity to use it.
Oh,
Well,
you
I
give
think
me
I'm
that.
gonna give him more of an opportunity. I'm gonna try and use my grenade launcher to like knock them off so that they just fall onto their backs. Not on him, like as well as I can place them around him. He can
Okay.
just fucking stab the
Well,
shit
we'll
out of
see
him.
how fucking gravity pulls them. It's not like he can
Hey.
control fucking.
I'm gonna do my
Listen.
goddamn best here. Like,
I'm all about it. Just
don't miss.
Don't miss.
fuck-
I
don't
do have a,
fucking
remember, I have a
play.
-2 to my attack now, so.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Don't pull a J and try to use the rocket launcher to fucking send a Morse code to someone and blow someone's leg off.
That's
Your
not
idea
my
at the
job.
time.
Of course
Hey.
it did.
Do your headphones have the ability to have outward speakers? They don't, but that's besides the point.
It was
We're
12,
in
but minus
space.
a 2, so 10.
All right. So you
They
fire
don't.
it, do damage, buddy. Can you give me a dex roll?
I hope you're dexterous more than I am.
I got a 7.
7. Okay. All right. Do some damage, Jamie.
Jesus Christ. Alright. Forgot how much this fucking thing does.
I still don't understand what Jay was trying to do.
Neither do I. Maybe he can clue me in on it next time.
Like,
Hey, I'm about to make you deaf. Just letting you know now.
Could have worked.
I don't understand what you were trying to do.
I was trying to get Thorn to talk to Will so that Will could tell him to fuck off and let us do what we gotta do.
17.
17. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Like-
So the grenade
No.
blows up
Captain.
on top of Buddy. Buddy just managed to get out of the way, and 3 of them fall to the ground. When Buddy dodges, 2 of them would have landed on top of him. As they're falling, the arms behind them flip out with the blades in front of them, and would have, if Buddy didn't make his dodge, would have sliced Buddy in half.
Well, it's good to know that I
Will?
somehow managed to escape life. Or death, rather.
Mm.
In
more
order,
like
you
how
could
it's
see the
gonna happen.
Prometheus has launched 2 fighters, 2 frigates about the size of the Vega, heading down to the planet. A third was launched and is now surveying one of the far moons.
Ha! Idiots. I'm on the other one.
Gotcha.
That's our captain.
The one creature that's in the middle of the Marines pulls another Marine up with one of its arm blades, and with the other one slices its head straight off.
Yeah, he didn't need it anyway. He wasn't using it.
Buddy,
If I
you're
get
up.
his comm piece.
You have to
Is it
grab
Jay's
his.
turn?
Buddy,
Is
you're
Jay
up. So
gonna-
there are 3 in front of you.
Jay's turn.
And one behind you. No, it's you. You have a higher dex than him, so you go before Jay.
Oh, okay. So my turn. So how far am I from like the closest downed stupid ant thing?
There's 3 of these people things in for about 5 feet away from you. Next turn, it's over, Jamie.
Okay. I was just making sure I have it written down right.
So how does dual wielding work in this game?
I don't know, but if you're trying to dual wield a melee weapon and a ranged weapon, you can't hold your rifle because it's too heavy. It's a
Nope, I
two-handed
have
weapon.
I have 2 melee weapons.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I have a
Beat
stun
stick.
baton. I have a stun baton, and I have
You know
color
what?
super.
If you want to go into melee range with the things that have blades the size of your forearm, rock out, dude.
Oh, you.
All you. Give me 2 attack rolls and we'll do it.
I'm just saying, when
You'll have
is
to use
there
your
going to be an
dex.
opportunity
Your
for
dex
me
would be
to
your
use
modifier.
my stuff?
You do your attack roll plus the appropriate specialty plus your dex for each one of them and do damage. But the second one we would say would have your offhand would have, let's say, a -2 to the attack roll.
You know what?
You can go into melee, then, that's fine.
No. What I'm going to do instead, I really, really, really want to, dude. Becker, you have no idea how hard I'm pulling myself away to tell everyone. Let's go get the scientists. Let the Marines deal with these guys. We've done enough.
Okay, so you're telling everyone to pull back.
Yes, to
Um,
pull back and go down and get the scientists. I don't know of the one that went down there, but essentially,
2 of the Marines behind
Jamie-
you with the door that is
Jamie
open
J-
are dead.
well, that's fine. They can. That's their problem. Jamie, Jane, Fred, we're going down. We're still doing this.
I have no
We're
problem
doing
with
this
that.
evac. Let these assholes deal with this shit since they were so kind to us. And then so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start heading to that door.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn around and take a shot at the end of my step.
Okay.
At one of the down guys. The
So you're
down
close enough that
douchebags.
you would have made your way
I'll
into
just
the.
do it for.
You would have made your way into the door, close to the door. So by your next, you would have been in the doorway at the end of your
Okay,
turn. You're
so-
that close. So you
Well,
can
I'm
still
gonna
fire.
take a shot
but-
at one of the
yeah.
things. But yeah, I'm gonna shoot at one of the things that are down. Preferably, how close is the one that I was shooting at before?
It would be about 15 feet now.
15 feet. Okay,
Yes,
I'm gonna take a
long
shot at that.
Everyone in this room, you are one on your turn. You can make it to that door.
I rolled an 8.
Okay, that's a hit.
So that is 8 damage plus 6 damage. So that's 14 damage. Total.
So you hit the one, but it doesn't seem to really be phased by it.
That's fine. I still fuck you. I'm out.
Okay.
So, but
Jay.
I'm gonna also get into a position where I'm going to kind of be
Behind the door.
yeah, and not like an Overwatch position, but kind of like a position where I'm suppressing fire or just like watching people. Since I'm the first one to the door.
So you're in the doorway right now. I'd say you're behind it. In front of you, there are 2 Marines and one of the creatures. Then to the left of them is the counter where you see Jamie, Fred, and Thorn, and in front of it is Jay holding his comm piece.
Oh, Jay.
So Jay, it is your turn. Thorn did not take your comm piece. He jumped over the table and got into cover.
Because you're in the middle of a fucking firefight, just holding your stick in your hand practically.
Behind you are 3 of these creatures, which you've seen rip Becker to pieces. So one of them rip into pieces.
Oh yeah.
And
No, I'm-
ignored.
I am very not interested in those things.
So what's your plan? What are you going to do for your turn?
Well, comms didn't work so well. I
No.
am going to.
No, they did not. Oh my god, Jay.
There's an elevator, correct?
Buddy is in the doorway for it right now. The doorway down
He's
to
in
the
the
next
doorway
layer.
for the elevator.
That's where Buddy is. You don't know if it's an elevator or not, but there's a doorway that Buddy is in right now. Is the only one that's open.
And you heard? Did he? Hear
Yes,
you?
everyone
Was
heard
he
you
with-
say, "We're getting out of here. Leave it to the Marines."
With the exception of Jamie, of course. But
No, he heard it out the one ear.
I can hear. I can slay in one ear.
okay, good. That's important to
Because
me.
he's gonna blow it out later.
Thank God he only took out the one side.
Yeah, I'm gonna make moves that way.
Okay.
And if I think there's gonna be a problem, then I'm going to use stealth to
Nope.
not raise the ire of things.
You quite easily can make it into the doorway. So
Okay.
when you make it through the doorway, you can see that there is a panel there, a computer panel that looks like to be the door controls.
Well, I'm gonna use my computer to hack it.
Okay.
Computers use computer hack check.
Mhm.
That's an 8.
Okay. So you hack it. You have control of the door now.
I'm gonna close it and lock it and keep it that way.
Okay. Jamie and Fred are stuck on the other side of the door.
Wait, no!
And this is deja vu. This is
It
literally
really is.
Whoa, no. I thought
He's just getting rid of nameless people to him.
no. I thought that they were on the other.
No.
I ready action. I wait for them to get in here.
Okay. Okay. All right.
There's no ready action. in the
I
system.
thought that they were already there.
No,
you
I
did ready
shot
action
things.
first.
I shout at Jamie and tell him he's slow and deaf and get in here.
Wow.
And
And if you want
Currently
to
fully armed.
kill me, then you have to come over here.
The thing is, the magic thing about guns is I don't have to actually get over there.
That's a good point. He doesn't
Okay.
actually have to be. Next
I'm gonna be ready to slam the door shut if one of these fucking monsters decides that it
So-
wants to walk
so-
through the door, and I'm gonna fucking crush it.
So you're gonna
Okay.
delay your action then.
Yeah.
He's laying his action.
because I don't think there's a ready action.
If one of these things wants to come through the door, I'm crushing it.
Okay.
I'm also gonna use my hack to fucking get the schematics for the for wherever we're trying
the
to go.
panel you're
so
on
we know where.
only has control of the door. It's not linked to a
Perfect.
network.
Fine. Door is important.
So the Marines start firing at the 2 Marines left. One fires at the creature in front of them. The other one fires at the 3 creatures behind them.
Actually, can I also shout for Thorn to come as well? And like,
Yeah, you can shout the Thorn to come. That's fine.
I'm
Why
gonna
would
tell
you do
Thorn to
that?
come too.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
So the 3 creatures in the back
Not like more me.
jump
I hope he
in the air
does.
and basically pin the last 2 Marines. They pin them against the floor. And the third one starts making its way over the doorway. Fred starts running towards the doorway with a shotgun, fires one at the one that is midair with a shotgun, and the thing flies backwards. So Fred and Thorn make it into the doorway. Jamie, it is your turn. I'm assuming you're going to the doorway too.
Yeah.
As you get to the doorway locks. And behind you, all you hear is a screaming from the Marines getting ripped apart.
Is Thorn on this
Yep.
side or no?
So Thorn, you 3, you 4 plus Thorn are now on the other side.
God damn it, Jay. Couldn't you
No,
let him die in peace?
actually, no. We may need him. He's got security clearance.
Yeah.
Do you want to trust
I,
him? Do you want to trust him with everything?
I lock the door on the other side, and I say, "Welcome to the team."
All right, and that's where we're going to end it.
I know you're above me in pay grade and military, but I give you authority to pistol whip him at any point.
As much as you'd like to.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
That was good.
So next week when we play, Christy will be here, so we can do some space stuff with Will. I actually didn't plan on Will staying on the ship. I thought he would come in. So I had it all planned for when Christy came back, she would be on, the ship would have been in radio blackout, and we'd just be finding out what's going on with you guys.
Hey, the only silver lining is I am now not deaf.
Yes,
Hey,
you are
man.
now not deaf.
So, quick question,
I'm helping.
Jay. What was your goal exactly by making our only person that's good in combat deaf?
Well, I thought that was a possibility, but I was hoping that my role would be good enough. And that way, and like we're in space, and it's like a space fucking headset that has the ability to broadcast, which would be cool.
You should have
But
asked
here,
that first.
I should have asked. I should have thought about that, but I didn't. But here's
That
the
should have
thing.
been process
just
number
sort of-
one.
No, I just sort of made the assumption that it could because we're in space. And I figured if I could get Will and Will's like captain level authority to talk to this other captain and say, "Yo, let my fucking guys do what they got to do and you deal with the shit that you got to deal with and keep them safe so that they can do the extract." It might have gotten us out of having to like argue or bargain or whatever. So like I was trying to get us out of that room faster and it didn't work. So I'm sorry.
Sorry, not
Oh,
sorry.
I understand, but at the same time, why me?
Well,
That was the only question.
Fred
Why
was
me?
closest. Fred was the
because
closest one.
I thought that
That would make me like you more. That would make
Yeah.
me like you more.
I
It
just
doesn't work that way.
it seemed like a good idea.
Next time you have an idea, just let it
Here's
go.
the thing. Here's the thing. I didn't think that it was gonna go awry, and so, like, it shouldn't have hurt you, so it should have been okay. So, although you would be annoyed, it wouldn't like really do anything wrong or damage or bad. But then I rolled really bad, and
then-
that didn't happen.
Yeah, you know what the best part about that was? Is he fired a grenade launcher and could have killed Buddy.
I could have killed all of us if I fucked that up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could have killed Buddy with the 17. I think you would have killed him.
Oh yeah, easily.
I mean,
Oh, no,
Actually,
he had the
no.
armor on. He had the
No.
armor
Oh,
on too.
yeah, he had
but
the
alright.
armor.
No, I'd be hurting now.
The armor was fucked.
You might actually be bleeding.
I mean, you know, all's well that ends well.
Jay, the next time you have a fucking stupid idea, just ask us first.
But
please.
yeah, like I don't just think about what I want to do. I also think about what could go wrong by doing that. I mean,
You know-
it's probably not going to be the thing that does happen if it goes wrong, but it
I
lets
felt
me.
like it
lets
was
me.
really low odds.
Let me
Like
go back. There was a
it was a
conversation.
comms check.
You need to
I
get
have
an 8,
comms.
at the very least an 8 to do
Yeah,
things.
I
To
have a
not
0.
fail. Just to not
There was a
fail.
conversation we had a couple weeks back, or I guess a couple months ago back, where I think it was Jay was supposed to run everything he was gonna do by someone in charge.
No,
Yeah, but-
we had a very long talk about that.
Yeah, a very
But
long
here's the-
talk. It was an hour-long talk.
There wasn't time. Like permission to do something crazy.
Yeah.
Like
so
fine.
do I?
We'll just deduct it from whatever fucking
Permission
earnings
to
he
try
gets.
and link comms with the ship.
I'm gonna cut the stream here. Thank you all
Doesn't
for
sound
watching.
crazy.
I hope you enjoyed the insanity. We will be back next
Good
Tuesday.
night.
Peace.